Jesus Christ. Guys, how are you doing? Good morning. My name is Kenya UK. Welcome to my channel. And today is a beautiful day. We are just here. We are doing this video from this particular location. You know, it is not normal for me to do videos from my car. So, but today I've just said, let me do it. Goddamn. Kwani iko nini? So I want to take this opportunity to welcome you to my YouTube channel. And by the way, I know you have never seen me in such a clothes, eh? Engineers in the house, how are you? People working in the construction industry, people working in, I don't know which industries, guys. Can you tell me in the comment section? Who people? Which people wear this type of clothes? Eh? And this is where I found myself. Guys, I want to give a little bit of my history, you know. For those who are meeting this channel for the first time, please subscribe. So I want to give a brief history of who is Mkenya. Because maybe some of you are just watching me and maybe you don't know who is Mkenya. So today, sit down, relax, have a drink. Sip, as I am I'm telling you who I am. So basically, my origin is Kenya. I come from the beautiful islands of Kisii, Kenya. For those people who don't know Kisii, Kisii is one of the most blessed land in Africa, I can say, even in Kenya or even in the world. Because, did you know this? That Kisii, it doesn't rain water, it rains honey, milk. Yes, imagine Kisii, it rains honey and milk. That's why we say Kisii is a blessed land. And when you look at me, handsome boy from the beautiful islands of Kisii, the blessed land, we just call it Canaan. Did you know that? So I was raised in Kisii for over 20 years before I joined campus in Nairobi. And for those who don't know Nairobi is the capital city of Africa. Do you know? Capital city of Africa. If you go anywhere and you ask, do you know Nairobi? People will tell you, yes, I know Nairobi. Nairobi is the capital city of Africa. The green city under the sky. Those are the beautiful places where I come from. So I spent some time in Nairobi for almost 5 years, if not 4, between 4 or 5 years. When I was in campus, I studied mathematics and business studies. So I am a how do we say it? Do we say a mathematician? Do we say a mathematician? I don't know, but I graduated with degree, undergraduate degree in mathematics and business studies. So all those mathematics things and business things, business plannings, human management, accounting, those things, they are in my head. So in Kenya, I was a teacher, and that was my profession. By the way, I love teaching. When I was in Kenya, I used to teach mathematics and business studies in some schools back in Kenya. One around Karen, Nairobi, Kenya. Karen is in Kajiado. I taught in a school somewhere in Kilgoris, that is Narok County. Before that, I went to a local school. If you guys, there's somebody who has undergone through hard work, I mean, very difficult life, you can see that I'm one of those people. Let me sip. Acha nikunywe kachai kidogo. I studied in a primary school. But back in the year of 2000, between 2000 and 2010, and I used to walk a distance of over 3 kilometers from home to school where I was studying. And I remember life was not easy. For those people who know Ombongi Primary School, Ombongi is one of the schools in the villages in Kisii, near the border of Narok and Kisii, just on top of a hill, on top of a forest. So our school was in a forest. It was a young school, and it was muddy. Yes, muddy. Yes, that one. I know some of you might not trust what I'm saying, but that is true. If you check my records, if you go to that school, even you go to the internet, you check on that school, my name is there. I did my KCPE from that small school in the village. Yeah. So after doing my KCP, I went to several schools, several high schools. That's where life now started being very difficult. I went to several high schools. I studied in almost 3 or 4 schools before I joined campus. Can I mention them? I studied at St. Cecilia Ramasha. I studied at Amaboko. I went to a local school at a place called Bobasi, which is called Nyamuya Secondary. That is Nyamuya LCK. And then I went to a school called Metembe SDA. It's a local school, but a very good performing school. And I want to give a special shout out to the principal of that school, who is Mr. How do we call him? I know his surname is called Nyamari. He's called Nyamari. There's this lorry here. That's why I'm looking outside. He's called Nyamari. Yes, a very good principal. I remember he gave me a scholarship to study there for 1 year, free, without paying anything. And that is where God met me. That's where God met my dream. That's where my dream came true. I don't know what is this. Yeah. After doing my KCSE from that school, I managed to join campus. I went to the Catholic University of Eastern Africa. It is the best private university. That's where I studied, and as I've said, I pursued mathematics and business studies. From there, I became a teacher, and I think I've told you where I taught, the schools which I taught. In fact, I missed teaching. I miss teaching. I miss being a teacher, you know. When you go to class, the students, you greet them, "Good morning, students." They say, "Good morning, sir. How do you do?" You say, "Fine, thank you." "How was your weekend?" "Our weekend was good." You know, there's nothing good like interacting with students. Hey, students. You can make the best friends out of students, the best. So I taught in Kenya for, I think, over 2 or 3 years, because 2021, 2022, and 2023, I was a teacher in Kenya. I taught for those 3 years. I taught 3 different schools, at least 3 schools. Yeah. So I want to see what is the time. You know, I'm having a break, and when you have a break, you don't need to go past what you are given. I want to know the time. Okay, it is, I think it is, I have 10 more minutes. Yeah. So after being a teacher there, the last school, I forgot. I taught a school in Moranga. The last school which I taught before I said, "Kwenda huko Kenya, toka." Before I came out of Kenya, before I escaped from Kenya. That is 2023, October. That is just a short story of, there's a lot which I can talk about my life. After teaching there for 1 year, it was not even 1 year, because I joined that school from a certain school from Machakos. I went to Muranga. I was there for around, let's say 8 months or 9, because I went there on February. My wife traveled to UK on the same month. And God, that's why I'm saying God is great. God is God. There's nobody like God. God has plans for everybody. You who is watching me here, maybe you are struggling. Maybe you are saying, oh, life is hard. Cannot make it in this life. Don't say that, but because God is making a way. So I was there for 8 months, and God did the miracle. I joined my wife in UK on the month of October. So I celebrate escaping from Kenya on date 24th of October every year. Every year, October 24th is a date which I will not forget. In fact, this was the day I boarded a plane for the first time ever. Even in our generation, because I don't remember. Maybe there are others who have boarded a plane, but in my family, in our generation, I think I was the first one to board a plane, but that is not the case. So God blessed me. I came to UK. I joined my family, and right now we are past 2 years, because I came on October 2023. Up to now, it is around 2 years plus some months. Yes, a lot of things happened, a lot of frustrations, a lot of shocks, from weather to food to social life. Everything was not going on my way, because I remember the first year I was in the house. I did not have any work, but God opened the doors when I did some work. When I was 2 years, 1 year and some few months, I did a certain work for maybe 2 months, and then that work disappeared. And then God now started blessing me 2026. In fact, 2026 has been so great for me, and I don't take it for granted. So that's why I'm talking about this cloth I'm wearing here. This cloth is not a teaching uniform. In Kenya, when I was a teacher, I used to wear suits, good clothes, good shirts, official shirts. But look, this is what I'm wearing. I have this reflector. I have my jacket. I have my... Let me remove this. By the way, I'm very smart and handsome. Yes. So this is my uniform nowadays. So this is what I'm saying. When you come to Europe, when you come to UK, you can do any job. You can do from construction. You can do from manufacturing. You can do any sector, because there is a lot of work here people can do. And when you come here, don't give up in life, because life will humble you. Sometimes you miss work, but at the end of the day, God is going to open the doors. Look at me. Can I call myself Engineer Victor Ombongi? Because that's my official name. Can I call myself engineer? I'm thinking that I should take an engineering course. But anyways, that is part of my story. And if you want to hear more of my stories, please subscribe to the channel. I know you're used to me going to the busy roads, showing you around, vlogging and all those. But maybe God willing, I'll be doing this sit-down videos where I'll talking about my life, how far I have come. Today, I've just given you a recap. And how do you call it? I've given you a skeleton of my life. There is a lot, now meat is coming, you fix this, you fix that. You fix this, you fix that. So I'm going to tell more stories about my life, how far God has brought me. And I believe that this is going to be an inspiring episodes. This will be inspiring episodes where people will learn, people will have time to listen to me and maybe be motivated. Today, I am engineer, but my inaitwaje? But my I don't know what I want to say. Basically, what I want to say, I was not supposed to be an engineer, but right now I'm working there. I'm working in manufacturing industry. I'm working in construction industry. What do you think, guys? Until next time. Bye bye. Remember to subscribe to the channel. This is Kenya UK, your boy from UK.